for tuning in today. My name is Kathy. I go as Kreadiv Misfit. If you have seen the previous videos, thank you all so much. This is part 2 of my design school, fashion school experience. But in this video, I'm going to be sharing tips and a little bit of knowledge. If you are graduating high school and thinking about attending a fashion school or an art school, or if you're changing your career or going to another university to a different college, whichever it is, I hope you find this video helpful. I hope that you like it, and I hope you share it, and I hope you comment it, and I hope you subscribe. So anyways, as I mentioned previously, I did a video about my experience in design school, which was great, challenging, overwhelming. I cried a lot. I didn't sleep. I barely had a social life. I tried. That's just a little recap. And I wish I would have learned more about finances and about saving and not getting into crazy loans. But hey, you know, we learn in life lessons that we gotta go through, and that's what we're here for, to share our experiences, to help each other and build each other up. So if you're thinking about going to school, the first thing that I want you to do is do your research. And not even before that, I really want you to think if this is something that you really want, if this is something that makes your heart skip. If you wake up every day like, I have to go to school, I want to go to school for design, I want to be a designer, or I want to work in the fashion industry as a buyer, as a stylist, as a visual merchandiser, as a CEO, whatever you want to do. If this is the dream, if this is what is making you come alive, I really want you to be sure, because trust me, it's a commitment. It's not like, oh my god, yeah, I really want to go to school, and you start school and then you quit, like a lot of people do, because you don't want to be a quitter. And I know that you can do better. Anyways, that's my encouragement. But before that, really be sure that you really want to go to school and you want to go and do this, and you want to go into this industry, because this industry is not easy. It's very challenging. It's very cutthroat. It's very rough. And you have to have thick skin, and you have to have good confidence, and you have to believe in yourself and believe in your dreams. So I did a little like notes. I took some notes for you guys, or wrote down some notes, sorry. So that's my first tip. My second tip is do your research. Where do you want to live? What school do you want to go to? What are the best design schools? When I applied to school, I looked at top 10 best fashion schools. If you want to be the best, you want to learn from the best. This is an investment that you're doing for yourself, because along the road is going to help you in some sort of way. So I did my research. I went on Google and I was like, fashion schools. I went to a library. I talked to people. I reached out to people. The greatest thing is that nowadays we have social media. So if you're in social media all the time, look at people, hey, a hashtag fashion school, and reach out to those people. Some people may respond, some others may not respond. But my advice is do your research. Once you find the school, then the next step is to apply and do all those things that you already know what to do. Apply, put in your transcripts. But of course, in design school, it's completely different. It's not take a bunch of tests and you're going to be placed into the, you know, like you do have to take a test, but there's things that you have to do. I've known people that have done a video for a submission. For my degree, which was fashion design, I had to create a portfolio. And the portfolio I had to create a mood board. And these are key words that you can even do your research on. And I had to include a mood board. I had to include fabrics. I had to do fashion design sketches, designing my own line, and I had to create a brand, maybe of 10 pieces, a collection of 10 pieces, to submit it in my video, to submit in my portfolio, so they could see what was my style and what was my level of expertise. But you know what? Don't wait until you get to school to learn about things. If you're really passionate to be in this industry, learn about fabrics, learn about cuts, learn about styles, learn about the history, how the garments get made, what kind of jobs are in the industry, those type of things. because people think that, oh, I love fashion because I love to buy, the latest trends. That's not. If you really truly love fashion and you want to be in this industry, you have to do the research and know your foundations. Third, so consider these things: moving to another city, budget, savings, finances. Where are you going to be working? Are you going to be transferring your job? Are you going to be applying for financial aid? Are you going to be applying for loans? For FAFSA, which is the financial aid that is given to students? Do you have some savings? If you're applying within a year or two, can you save some money so you at least can have like a little cushion? Those things are very important, because to be honest with you, I moved to LA with $200 in my pocket. The rest was literally God. He helped me out with so many things. He brought in people in my life that blessed me with money. And also I took out loans, which wasn't the very smart thing to do. But hey, I didn't have financial help, so I had to make it. And if you want to make it, you got to do what you got to do however you can. But if you have a job that you can save some money, if you can save before you go, if you can transfer your job, that's very helpful, because even if you take out one loan, it's going to help you in some sort of way. So consider those things. Really do your research. Really think about the investment that you're making. And about loans. Loans are not easy. They're not very easy to pay off. I know people that have worked their whole lives and they're still paying their loans off. And I probably think that I'll die and I still haven't paid my loans. But hey, you never know. But loans are serious. And they affect you. And you have to be, if you take out a loan, you have to be committed to it. And you're in a relationship your whole life. And trust me, you have to pay them. So be very smart. Do your research. Talk to people at a bank. Talk to people that have loans. There's so much help out there in the internet for you to be smart about how to save money, how to invest in your college education, and also how to not get into so much debt. And if you do have debt, before into getting more debt, take care of that debt so all this stuff doesn't accumulate and doesn't pile up and it's not going to affect you in your older years. So yeah, I think that's one of the most important things. Learning about finances, learning about having a savings account, saving for emergencies, having a little cushion, and learning about loans, and learning on how to make smart moves on investing in your education. Next, once you have done all of that in school and you have done your transcripts, you got accepted, I would really, there's so many resources on whichever school you want to go to on their webpage. Contact students that are previously attending the school. Contact graduates. Contact people that have attended there. There's so many forums and so many groups that you can join before you start, so you can do your research and learn more about it. And even you can make friends before getting there. Once you are in fashion school, please be part of clubs. There were so many clubs that fit him. I think I joined like 6 different clubs. And I met so many great people. And I wasn't so oh my God, I wasn't so depressed, because school was very overwhelming. And I was alone, I had no family. But these people became my friends, I wasn't alone. I had other people that were going through the same similar things. They have left their homes. They were chasing the dream. They were hungry. They wanted to learn about the industry. So definitely go to clubs, attend clubs, make the time, and join, because even that is going to help you to get a job. Learn about, the connections that your school has with different companies, different brands. They have libraries where you can find so much information that could be helpful. Talk to a guidance counselor. Talk to your professors. I knew so many people that got jobs because they became really cool with the professors, because they built that friendship and they were curious enough to be like, hey, how did you get in the industry? How'd you start it? Any tips? Trust me, don't be scared to ask questions, because remember, if you don't ask, you will not get. If you don't knock on that door, it will not open. Your teachers are like your resources. Your school has the resources. Do your research. Talk to people. Be involved. The last thing that I want to tell you guys is internships. Internships are very important in this industry. You have to intern a lot. If you can intern so much, do it, because it is important. That's going to give you not only experience, but it's going to give you a foot in the door. You're going to meet people. You're going to have contacts, connections that even before you graduate school, you might have a job before you even finish school. And trust me, the workforce is very challenging right now. Even though there's so much going on, it is very challenging. So don't get safe. I think sometimes I played very safe. And then when I was closer to graduation, I was like, oh my God, I gotta find a job. I gotta make these moves. And I did. I've been able to work in the industry as a technical designer, as an assistant, as a stylist. And I'm still trying to really find a more consistent job and stable job in the industry. But it takes time. And that's the honesty. You don't just graduate and they're like, hey, you want to work for us? Come on, get on the bus and work. No, it takes time. There's people that have been out of school for years and they still haven't got a job. But don't let that discourage you. It will happen on your timing, but intern as much as you can. And now with the power of social media, and if you're a blogger and an influencer, that's going to help you so much. The biggest thing that you have to do is connect. Put yourself out there, send emails, call. Hey, do you guys need an intern? Do you guys need this? Do you guys need that? Of course, don't let people take advantage of you, but be smart about interning, because that's going to help you. And that's going to feel like also build a foundation, because you want to be able to work at a company and then be like, wow, they do have the experience. Come on, we're going to take you in. Those are my tips. I hope you guys found this helpful. From the bottom of my heart, I wanted to create this video because I wish I would have learned more. And I wish I would have known more. But you know what? That's life. We go and we learn as we go. And the best thing you can do is to not to give up, to do your best, and to do your research and be smart about your moves. And that's what's in my heart. I hope you guys found this helpful. Share it, like it, don't like it, leave me a comment, all of that. Subscribe. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for more insight, tips, fashion, yes, all these different videos that I'm trying to create. And I'm so thankful for you guys. Stay encouraged, create, share, and inspire. I'll see you guys soon.